I became homeless when I was 12. That was due to some traumatic events that were happening in my life at home. Home wasn't actually a home anymore, so I left and just came to be on the streets. Yeah.
So when we think about homelessness, we often think about the cliched sort of person sleeping on a park bench. But really homelessness extends to anybody who doesn't have a secure, permanent, long-term roof over their head. So people who are couch surfing, staying intermittently with relatives, even now people who are, permanently house sitting. You'll often hear the phrase, homelessness is a complex issue. That is true, but to some extent it's not that complex. So homelessness really comes as a result of not being able to afford a place to rent.
Third Space is a day drop-in centre for homeless people and people who are living in a tough situation. So we offer a wide range of services that make somebody's life a little bit brighter with the intention to break the cycle of homelessness.
Obviously we started as a soup kitchen, and then because of the number of people that came to share a meal, the obviousness of needing a place where people could seek a refuge and a safe space that was quiet off the streets, that became important. So I guess over the years, just the level and type of services that we've offered has expanded.
Third Space, I was originally referred to it through a welfare agency, and I came up here and got to meet the staff and that, and they're quite helpful in a lot of ways. It's like between welfare support, clothing, in that just when you're on the street and that, you need clothing all the time.
What we have here at the moment is a fantastic facility for people who come in during the day. We open between 8:30 and 4. While we're open, we offer just about everything that somebody might want. We have the showers, we have the laundry, we have a beautiful cafe, we have social activities, we have a support team. We close the door at 4 o'clock. People are back on their own resources. So it's very alienating living a life on the street. And the more we can normalise and build skills that people with homes take for granted, the more the transition back into housing is assisted. The Gambling Community Benefit Fund is such an exciting and important part of what we do. Every time we put in for something that might create a lift to the services or the facilities we have here and brighten somebody's day, and get told that we're going to receive that funding, it's a happy day.
Over the last 25 years, Third Space has received, just shy of $250,000 worth of grants from the fund for 14 separate projects. In a lot of instances, it's really been about things to support the physical structures and amenity of the service, and it's been things like, air conditioning, rebuilding a reception area, providing a better roofing over a courtyard area. So it's really been a fund that's provided absolutely essential items. So the first grant we ever received from the fund was in 1994, and it was for commercial washing machines to set up our laundry.
It was an incredibly important allocation of money to us. Suddenly they had the means to turn what had become a very difficult task, finding the money, finding the location, having the time for commercial laundry, to being able to come to us, at the end of the day, have a clean load of washing.
We try to do things a little bit differently, and wherever we can and where we think it's appropriate, we operate using a small transaction. It doesn't matter what the size of that transaction is, but we find that it really helps to restore people's sense of dignity and independence.
And I want to be near as far as I am now, and ready to be looking at trying to get housing, and that if it wasn't for their help, and it's like I'd be still, on the street, looking for me next feed. They've actually show you that there's a different way and it's a different life you can have.
While it is difficult to break the cycle of homelessness, It's very easy to make a difference to somebody's life just by being here. And we see that for every single visitor that comes in. Somebody gains some hope or some social connection. It's not just having a shower or a bowl of soup. It's knowing that there's a better way forward, whether it is something quite small, a simple visit for a new person who's never come before, through to a whole series of support mechanisms and growth that hopefully will lead to a situation where somebody's off the street and living a much, much happier life.